This is the screen that you're going to see when you will open Unity for the first time on your system. Okay, now if you want to open a new project, what you have to do is you need to come on this new option, click on this, and here you can give a name to your project. For now I'm going to keep it as basic tutorial 1. Okay, and this is a location where the project is going to get saved. If you want to change the location, click on these three dots and automatically you will get redirected to one of your drives. Select the location where you want to save your project. Okay, using the select folder option, and choose that location. This is the organization, and today what we are going to do is we are going to discuss about the 3D environment of Unity first. So let's begin with creating the project. So first thing that is going to happen is all the packages are going to get loaded, and as you can see we are already a folder has been created by Unity on my desktop where everything is going to get saved. Now here inside this folder we have got 4 different folders created. This is the assets part, this is the library over here, all the DL files you will be able to find here in the library. These are all the assets, and this is a temporary folder. Okay, these folders you will be able to see in the project folder that will get created automatically. Now this is the Unity environment that you will get to see. I think okay, so this is the kind of look that you are going to get when you will open Unity for the first time. Now what are the things that we can do here? The first thing, that let's talk about the panels first. This is the menu bar right on the top that you see. Okay, these are different options or different tools with which you can modify your object that you will add or that you will create on your scene for your game. This is a panel where you will get to see the name of all the objects, the main camera, the directional light. This is the main camera, this is the directional light. You will get to see all the objects over here. If you want to create a new object, what you can do is just right click over here and come on this 3D object. If you want to create a 3D object, you need to come on this and click on this cube. Okay, so automatically a cube will get added to your scene, to your game like this. Okay, now if you want to move this towards this side, you can make use of this x-axis. If you want to move it towards the, if you want to move it upwards, you can make use of, you can drag it and move it like this. If you want to move it here, you can do it like this. So that's how you can move it. Okay, now this is a property inspector where you will get to see all the properties of this cube. Okay, if you want to see the properties of this camera, double click on it. Now this is these are the properties of the camera that you will get to see in the properties inspector. So basically its purpose is to reflect all the properties of the object which you have selected. Now for example, right now we have selected this cube, so these are the properties of the cube that are getting reflected over here. Okay, if you want to rotate this cube through some angle, you can make use of this option and you can rotate it like this. Okay, and for getting a more clear view of this, what you can do is how this is going to look like in your game. So you can play the game from here using this option. So this is how it is going to look like. Now in order to make it simple, what you can do is you can drag this game view and put it over here so that you can see both the scene as well as game view simultaneously at the same time. Okay, so now if you will move it, so you will get to see the result here in this game view. If you want to change the size of this, you can make use of this option and change the size of this cube like this. Okay, and all the result you're going to see here in this game view. Fine. Now if you want to reset it back to its initial position, come on this property inspector and right click here, in this transform group, click on this reset option. Automatically you are going to come on the, you're going to get the initial, initially the whatever the cube was looking like, you are going to get the same thing again. So that's how you can play with the object. Now if you want to zoom in or zoom out of the scene, so what you can do is you can make use of the scroll of your mouse. See, this is how you can zoom out and this is how you can zoom in. If you want to focus on any object that you have drawn on the stage area, or sorry, on the scene, in the scene, click on it and press F key. So automatically the focus is going to shift on that particular object. Okay, now what else can you do? If you will press the right click and you will move the mouse towards the left side, so you will get to see the left side of this environment. Now if you will move it towards the right side, you will be able to see the right side of the environment, but nothing is going to change in this view because the camera is here, it is focusing on this side of this cube. That is the reason that this view is going to look like this only. If you want to change the view, just select the camera and come on this position tab. You can select the view like this. You can change the position of the camera, and what is going to happen, you will get to see the changes in this display section of the game too. Okay, if you want to bring it closer, if you want to see it from close, you can do it like this. Okay, this is how you can play with the camera and the object. Fine. What else can we do? If you want to navigate between these options, it is not possible for us to again and again click here. First of all come here and then again come here for using these options, using these tools. For the shortcut keys for navigating between these options over here, these tools over here are Q, W, E, R, T. That's how you can navigate between these options. Okay, if you want to select this option, just press W and automatically you will be able to select this option. Okay, this is how you can move it. I'm resetting it back. Okay, now what else do we need to do? Let's change the size of this cube. Okay, let us define a size for this cube. So either we can make use of this option, or else we can make the changes in the coordinates for the size here in this scale section that is there under in the transform group of this property inspector. So let's give 15 to the x-axis, y let us let it be 1 only, and for z let's define 100. So this is I'm zooming out from the scene. So this is a kind of bar that you're going to see on your this scene. Okay, and this is a view that you're going to get on your game, If you want to enlarge this view, what you can do is just select this, click on this and press shift and spacebar key together. Automatically you will get to see a more larger view of your scene area. Okay, now if you want to come back again, you can do it like this. Again you have to press shift and spacebar key together. Okay, now what else can we do? If you want to increase the area, you can do it like this. Okay, you can play with the area like this. Now this is the top view that we are able to see here in this display section of the game. Let me just zoom in, and now if you want to add some color, to this object that you have drawn over here, what you can do is right click here, right click here in this asset section and come on this create option and then click on this material. You will get to see an option like this. Now if you want to add a red color, what you have to do is you have to first give a color to this sphere. So how you can do it, how you can do that? Come on this property inspector, click on this and select the red color. Okay, that's how you can select the color. Now drag and drop it over here. So that's how you can assign a color to any object that is there on the object area. Okay, now if you want to change the color of this, what you can do is you just have to click on this, and when you will make the changes here in this color panel, you will get to see the same changes happening here and here also. For all the objects for which you have defined this color, you will get to see the changes there. So that's what the color that we require. Now what else? Let's add one more cube to our scene. Let's say, okay, now this is a cube that we have got over here. This is one more cube. Let's change the position of this cube. Okay, and once you'll start practicing the software on your own, then you will be able to get a more clear view of everything. That's how you can play with the view of this using your mouse. It's not that typical. Initially, in the initial phase, you will find it somewhat difficult, but afterwards you will be able to do it in a more good way. So this is right now the view that we will be able to see in the display section of the game. Now what else do we need? If let's play the game. So for playing the game, we need to click on this. So right now nothing is happening to this cube, right? If we want this cube to fall down, how can we do that? We can apply some physics on this cube. We can apply we can define some mass for this cube. How can we do that? For doing that, we need to come on this properties inspector and click on this add component. This is a kind of screen you will get to see. Now here in the search tab, you need to type rigid, and you need to search for this rigid body option. Just select this, and automatically this rigid body option will get added to your cube. Now when you will play this game, so it will fall down like this. Okay, this is how it is going to fall down on this first cube. Fine. Now let's add one more cube to this scene. Okay, where is that cube? We need to find it out. Okay, this is the one. I want to see it from the back side, right? Just shift it like this. Now you will be able to see the two cubes like this. Okay, if you want to change the position of the camera, you can change that too. Let's change it to this position so that we can see both the cubes together. Yeah, now they are perfectly fine. I think we are able to see it in a more good way. So let's keep this cube right on the top of this. Okay, let's see what are we going to get as a result. So this is what we are going to get as a result. Now because we have not assigned any component to this cube, that is the reason it is not falling down. So we need to assign some component to this cube also. The rigid body is a component that I am assigning. Now let's play the game. So this is what I will get to see. Now if you will place this cube, if we'll move it somewhat towards the right side, so this is what we are going to get as a result. Some more physics we'll be seeing as a result. Okay, now if you want to change the shape of this cube, if you want to change this shape of this object, what you have to do is come on this inspector panel, and right here in the left side you will be able to see a small circle in the cube mesh filter option. Click on this, and here you will get to see, you'll come across select mesh dialog box. Now from here you can select whatever shape you want to give to your object. You can select that shape. For now I'm going to select this sphere option. Let's see what are we going to get as a result. So this is what we are going to get as a result. Now if we want to apply some more physics on this sphere, we want it to actually behave like a sphere. What we can do is, instead of having this box collider, we can define a sphere collider for this sphere, just because it is behaving like a box right now, but we do not want it to behave like a box. So just right click over here and click on the remove component. Automatically the box collider will get removed. Now come on this add component, and from here in the search tab here you need to type sphere, and automatically you will get to see an option called sphere collider. Just add it to your object. Now let's see what are we going to get as a result. So this is what we are going to get as a result. Now where is this sphere going? It is going, it is leaving this space and it has fall down. So now as you can see, the position is changing. The position of the sphere is continuously changing because it is falling downwards right now. Okay, so that's how you can play with these objects. That's how you can add the objects. That's how you can play with this camera, and that's how you can create a playground. This is a kind of playground that we have created over here. This bar that you're seeing, this is a playground that we have created. So this is what we have learned in this lecture. We have learned about this property inspector, also menu bar, how can we create objects, how can we add assets to the objects. Okay, practice it, and we thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great day.